absolutely the best. So last week yielded us more than 450 pips overall. So I hope that you managed to gather something. And although the market conditions were hard, we were really good to have such amount of pips. Okay. So before we begin, as always, there is disclaimer explaining that all educational materials are available under Markets Estonia, and that if you want to get a corresponding information, you should visit undermarketsglobal.com, select your country and contact your entity. There is disclosure statement stating all possible risks associated with Forex market. By accepting the risk, you also proceed further with me. And the third part of the slide explains that Admiral Markets UK Ltd takes no responsibility for information accuracy. This is the analysis which I do, and Forex is very risky. So this webinar is for informational and educational purposes only. Also, I want to state out that you should definitely, guys, try Admiral Market Supreme Edition. You can download it in your trader's room. Actually, that's a great thing to have, and I think that you can really benefit from it. Also, a quick disclaimer about our trades, how we do it, and all those different things we do with these recap sessions. So the thing is, we need to give price a breathing room, okay? We enter usually within 5 to 10 pips of the predicted level if it's an agreement with the system, okay? Always respect your stop loss, okay? Always respect your stop loss. Add the spread to your stop loss, okay? So you need to add the spread to your stop loss. Also, do not forget that we take only one position. So we have an alternative position and positional trade. Positional trade is a trend trade. Alternative trades are counter trend trades, okay? Breakout trades and scalps are done independently, so they can serve as a second entry. Now, depending on time and volatility, usage of trailing stop is highly recommended, okay? Usually after 20 pips of a profit. So these setups are valid for today, tomorrow, and sometimes the day after tomorrow. As I say, scalp trades should be done at or very close to important support resistance levels. Those are calculated by historical levels and Camarilla. You can add these levels to your system, and always pay attention to my Twitter updates, okay? The term pips pool we use to determine the maximum available number of pips we could have made on recap entries, okay? So that is a term we use, pips pool, okay? Now session recap results of 6th of July. I will just correct this. So 6th of July results were like this, okay? So pound euro dollar was 150 pips in our favor. So 150 possible pips on euro dollar, 120 pips possible on pound. Australian dollar unfortunately didn't qualify, but the thing is it went in our direction, bearish. So maybe if you follow the trend, you could have made some pips even if it didn't hit our entry. New Zealand dollar 35 pips available, and dollar yen 140 pips. I thought to put pound dollar as a trade of the week, but euro dollar was also great, guys. But you know, euro dollar was hard to trade, but eventually it came out excellent. But dollar yen was the trade of the week. So total pips pool 445. So this was the best session recap we had in last couple of months. Really, this was possible. So even if you made 10% out of this, still not bad, right? This is euro dollar. I presume that euro dollar could be sold towards 1.1100, and while we were having the webinar, it was very close to our selling point. Stops were at 1130. 0950 was the target. but our target was hit after session recap, which was very, very good and very fast. So after session recap, our target was hit. So euro dollar, although it was nasty, very nasty, it gave us good number of pips, so we could profit from it. Okay. Then we had a pound dollar, which basically made us again 120 pips. You remember we talked about this while we were having webinar, and I told you that if you want to go short, you can go short, and actually that happened. You can see that happened. Basically, pound dollar was sold heavily and it reached 56.50, then basically we can say that it hit our target price. So our target price was hit on pound dollar. Okay. Then we had Australian dollar. Unfortunately, Australian dollar didn't pull back. Okay, didn't pull back to our entry point. And Ilya is asking, am I explaining last week results or new targets? Yes, last week results, Ilya. These are last week results. Okay, so last week results always go before this week targets. So Australian dollar was pretty much, I can say, it was a good one, but well, you see, this was our webinar time, but the price didn't pull back 10 pips, 12 pips, close to 75.50, and it hit the target, but you see, the thing is, it didn't hit our entry. But as I always say, follow my analysis, and if I say Australian dollar is in downtrend, and you see that the downtrend is going, but you cannot have the target hit, entry hit, then try to scalp it, try to grab some. Okay. New Zealand dollar, again, good. New Zealand dollar, not the best, but it was good for 35 pips. This was our webinar time. This was the exact entry, and the target was hit. So probably you made something like 20 pips if you put your stop loss to plus 20 after it made some profit. So 35 possible pips. Trade of the week for me, dollar yen, definitely dollar yen. Very, very good trade. Very, very, I can say, specific trade, because this trade yielded a good amount of pips at the initial push. So this was the time of the webinar. This was that initial pin bar rejection. You can see 122.9. I forgot to put a slide, but you can check it always. The slide was, let me find it. It said basically that we should target this level. I will find the slide now, so let me capture it. Yeah, this was the slide which I made for dollar yen for the last week. So this was the slide. As you can see clearly, 122.90 and 123.20 was our stop loss, and only 30 pips of risk. And you can see dollar yen really behaved perfectly. So this was the trade of the week, definitely, guys. So we hit the target after our entry point has been touched to the pip. So very, very good. So because we had so many pips last week, this week can be, I don't know, maybe we need to wait for pullbacks now, guys. It's always like that. If you make some pips, good pips, then usually you need to wait for some pullbacks. Okay. Now probably we would need to wait for bigger pullbacks. Okay. Some bigger pullbacks probably should happen now at this point. As you can see, euro dollar downtrend. I say always position trading is dangerous to the Greece situation, but some things happen. There are some movements in market which follow the trend, and then suddenly, when there is some news saying that Greece and euro reach the deal, then euro spikes through all stop losses, then resumes its bearish trend. be very careful. I won't touch this. Of course, I don't count this as scalp. So this is intraday, intra-week position. No intra-week positioning until euro gets a good pushback. I can say not pushback, pullback, because at this point, euro dollar is really, it goes down. It goes down. You can see it here. I will open euro dollar chart. So you see it goes down, 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 down. Now it's trying to make some retracement, but you know, until euro dollar gets at least to 1 point here, at least this retracement to 61.8 or 78.6, I won't touch it anything except some maybe scalps on euro dollar. But I definitely don't want to press button on sell and then it spikes 100 pips and stop me out. So only thing is sell, but you need to have a pullback. So this is not scalping. Now this is intra-week, intra-day positioning. 1.1150, 1.1190, 1.1100. If we get a pullback, I won't be buying this now. I am waiting for a bigger pullback if it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me at all because euro dollar is really not so good to trade at this point. So only shorts I think are allowed, as you can see. And I hope that you all watched my interview with Mr. Dale Pinkert, which I had a couple of days ago. For all of you who still didn't watch, this was my and Chris interview. I will give you the link now so you can watch it later, okay? So this is the link, guys. You can watch later, okay? So try to go through this interview. I warned about a break of 1.1100, and I specifically said, let me find my where it is. Okay, let me just stop the screen for a brief moment and I will show you the screen now. So this is my analysis which was published on euro dollar, and yeah, today they published my analysis on Australian dollar. You can check with also with Forex 3, but you read it on Admiral Market. So this was it, guys. The analysis which I did on with Forex 3 specifically said 1.1100, okay? So only the euro gets back below, it will be bearish, targeting 10.20, which happened today. And this was it, okay? This was the analysis. So euro dollar went back in this bearish trend, okay? Bearish trend, okay? So guys, now this is today's setup. So Ilya, this is for today, tomorrow, and possibly day after tomorrow. You can try to sell on a pullbacks towards 1.1150, 1.1190 is target, 1.1100. If it happens during next few days, we will see. Okay, I still expect euro dollar to be bearish, really, because every single rally has been sold. Okay. Every single rally has been sold. Now, I didn't put anything on pound dollar because I want to go with you on this pair. So you can see basically that pound dollar is bullish, but euro dollar is dragging it down because those two pairs are highly correlated. If I'm not mistaken, guys, tomorrow there will be some news on GBP pound. Yes, there will be CPI news. So we need to be very careful about the analysis of pound dollar because it follows euro dollar, and euro dollar might fall also from these levels. If it breaks this low here, it could target this immediately during this day or Asian session. So we will see. Okay, we need to wait. But there is possibility that euro dollar breaks this low here and goes for L5. Okay, that will also drag pound dollar down. So assuming that pound dollar is indeed in uptrend, which it is, we need to see basically where it can bounce. So let's say that we should follow 54.60 for possible bounces, guys. Okay, I will give you this level also. We still have MACD, which is above zero line, but it's losing momentum because blue line has crossed red line. Okay, what did I teach you? How to measure momentum. This is now Camarilla MACD, guys. Now I'm talking with you how I trade my Camarilla MACD method and how I do the analysis. Okay, not, of course, all the time. It's not the same because I need to study it a bit more, but this is fast analysis. Okay, you can see that pound dollar has made, how do we call this pattern, guys? Do you know how this pattern is called? Okay, do you know how this pattern is called? I want you to answer me. There are a lot of people here in this room, so I hope that someone will tell me the answer. How do you, coffee cup, Ilya, exactly. Ilya was the fastest. Yes, this is basically cup and handle. He says coffee cup, but that's the same. Is indeed uh, Russian, yes, Russian. You are right, Ilya, you are right. This is cup and handle, guys. So cup and handle in this situation is bullish, right? But because euro dollar is pulling down, you see pound dollar. Okay, you see it went great in London session. Now it's going down. Okay, but euro dollar is also going down. So pay attention to 56, 54.65. This is the bottom of the candle, right? So this is the bottom of the candle. It has a confluence with 50% retracement and L3. So if we say that this level could be touched, we could see some bounces off of it, right? So I would say, guys, I would say, I will write it down. Position buy around 1.5660. Stop loss, okay, stop loss should be some 35 pips, because guys, below this level here, okay, below 25, we could go down. You see, this level was broken and bang, it went down. So watch for this level and try to at least grab 20 pips out of it. Okay, use trailing stop. It should jump from this level. So 54.23, I would say, stop loss, and include the spread, and target will be again 1 point. Well, guys, if this is indeed uptrend, 56.15 should be the target. Now, if it doesn't happen, secure your profits with trailing stop. Okay, so we will see how it will behave, but I'm watching for possible bounces. So previous historical sellers here, sellers from this region, then buyers from the same region. So we could expect buyers again. See, sellers, buyers here, okay? So this is uptrend. So I'm waiting for 56, 60, 65 to try for a long trade, okay? Okay, so this is, I will move it up trend, okay? So that is the only way I can see at this point where we could search for possible bounces. Handle bottom and all those confluences at this point. No counter trend trades at this point. Australian dollar, guys, 74.70 sell. How I explained it today. Okay, I explained it today on Admiral Markets website, Forex Street. So I would wait for a bounce. You see, when I did the analysis, the price was at 74.35, and then the price was rejected and dropped for some 60 pips. So I still wait for this pullback because I think that Australian dollar can be shorted. It can be shorted, okay? So 74.70, okay? 74.70. And if you put a Fibo here, going from last swing, this is some form of head and shoulders. Okay, so you can see it's 78.6, 78.6 retracement. So if it gets to this region, I will sell it again, because this analysis, because this analysis was done today. As you can see, it was done today, 12:06 GMT time, guys. From 74.32, when I snapshot the screen, it went down. So it already broke this green trend line. I hope that you made some pips out of it, at least on a breakout. Okay. Carolyn is asking, do you always open a trade at 78.6? Not always, Carolyn. Of course, not always. It depends from a lot of factors. But now I'm saying this is the top of the right shoulder. Yes, confluence. It's always confluence. Okay. So this is left, this is head, this is right. So this is the top of the right shoulder. And at the top of the right shoulder, we usually open our trades if we go with confluence point. So now the confluence point is the top of the right shoulder and 74, 70, 78.6. So this is previous selling spot, 78.6 retracement, and you see how price behaved. Okay, New Zealand dollar. Yes, and also big pin, indeed, big pin, guys. Pin, huge selling from this spot. New Zealand dollar. Again, I say, guys, you need, if you want to make intraday or intra-week trades, you need to wait for pullback. New Zealand dollar is pullback, okay? Now we need to wait for 67.50. 67.50 on New Zealand dollar, okay? I always will want to wait for a bigger pullback. Okay, this is the top, this is the bottom, and 67.50. Yes, indeed, this is the level. Okay, see, again 78.6, H3, previous selling. Okay, so we probably will see now moment sellers at this spot here. Okay, down we go. Okay, from this spot here. I'm still waiting for this trade because I want to see pullback. Okay, if I don't see it, guys, do not grieve, try to scalp, because we had 450 possible pips from the last week, so we need a bigger pullback. Okay, and yeah, dollar Swissy, this is the trade I reserved for you. So I will also, this is mistake, so dollar Swissy. Okay, guys, so dollar Swissy trade. Okay. Ilya is asking for a monthly chart. Yes, for a monthly chart indeed, but we still need to see a pullback, Ilya, and I will show you, no problems. 65.50. Yes, but guys, if you have Admiral Markets Prime, okay, if you have Admiral Markets Prime, you can trade, because Swissy pairs have really low spreads on Admiral Markets Prime. So open Admiral Markets Prime account and you will benefit from a really low spread. Okay. I will show you dollar Swissy. Yes, and then we will move on to, okay, we will move on to New Zealand. Okay. So guys, this is indeed, look at this. Okay. So yeah, the trade is already, it seems, happened at this point. But you see, still you have the chance, if it pulls back a little bit more, to sell it. But have in mind that stops are 40 pips. Okay, stops are 40 pips. 93.20, okay, 93.20. Still, it's the final line of bears because this is V-shaped reversal or diving board pattern, and you can see 88.6 is the retracement. So if it does not go down, it will go up, but try to see, at least grab a small scalp swing, whatever, if it hits this region. We should make at least 20 pips with this, but if it proceeds to go down, 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 we could see really this level. Okay, it depends again also from euro dollar. Okay, okay. Yes, Carolyn, it's negatively correlated, but there is the only way we could try to sell it from this point. Because euro dollar now, Carolyn, and Ilya, this is very close to this support. Okay, do you see here? It's very close to this support. So we will see what euro will do if it hits this support. Maybe it will hit it today or during Asia session. If it hits this support, it could start go up, which will indeed turn dollar Swissy down. Okay. Yes, this is triple top. So unless this is broken to the upside, it should go down. So you need to wait. You need to use correlations, whatever. Euro dollar is very close to support, but it still needs to hit it. I would like to see it hit. And then it should go, it should pull dollar Swissy, okay? Because dollar Swissy is at resistance now. You cannot buy it right from this point. Although I don't say it cannot jump, but you see, triple top is only 15 pips there. So you need to wait, guys. Be patient. New Zealand dollar, Ilya was asking about New Zealand dollar. Yes, I will open monthly. Look at this, Ilya. This is 200 pips almost from this point, 150 pips. And you see this monthly candle, Ilya, it didn't touch this 65.60 yet. So you see, this was not touched here at this point. So this candle maybe should touch this. Okay, so that is why I put 67.50, not 65, 67.50 for sell, only 30 pips stop loss. 66.50 is target and 66 is next target. So you see, there is a possibility that this low will be touched, because you see, this candle has not touched this low, and there is always a chance that this price will break this level, because it was a double bottom. It could jump from this point, yes, but it's 150 pips far from current price. Okay, so guys, don't forget that we at least grab 20 pips. So when we grab 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, it's great. And this trade has at least that 20 pips included, and potentially 100 and more than that, depending on momentum or your trailing stop, how you manage the trade. But the thing is, you can see, I will roll on through these slides again. We still need to see a bigger pullback on euro dollar if you want to see it sell for a sell. But then dollar Swissy, of course, needs to go down, and dollar Swissy is now at resistance. So we will see. But because I'm cautious, I already showed you that euro dollar can also go down from these levels at this point. I'm not saying that it will go down, guys, but you need to see that euro dollar today made a low of 1.1005. It's very close to 91, so maybe it should try to touch this during this day. We will see. Next, last time this level was touched, you can see it jumped 200 pips. Okay, so I would like to see this level first, and then we will see what euro dollar will do. Okay. So guys, let me roll on through the slides, and while you're watching this, you can also ask some questions if you have. Okay. So pound dollar. Australian dollar. Euro yen, I will show you euro yen, no problem. Dollar Swissy. And that is all. Now I will answer your questions euro yen. Okay, let me. Okay, this is the chart. Okay, let me put the template. Okay. Okay, let's see if this could be head and shoulders shaping up. Okay. What is the best way to identify trend direction? Kasun is asking. Kasun, if you don't know technical analysis, just put 200 exponential moving average on 1 hour time frame. Above 200 EMA, the trend is to the upside. Below, the trend is to the downside. I use different method to determine the trend, but having 200 EMA on your charts is always good, okay? The question, can you increase one more session on Wednesday per week? Because the trades shown now are valid for 1 to 2 days. Yes, they are always valid for 1 or 2 days. But I don't know if I can manage it, guys. Maybe I will try to manage maybe from September, but we will see. Maybe, guys, from September we will have 2 session recaps, but instead of one webinar. But we will see. I have a lot to teach you, really interesting stuff. So we will see. Okay. So guys, you look at the confluence at 78.6. Someone asked me about euro yen. Yes. Yeah, Jeff, you're very kind. Thank you, Jeff. Great job, like always. Jeff, the gentleman. Thank you. Thank you, Jeff. So look at this. 78.6 and the top of the left shoulder, okay? Karen is saying don't be greedy, lots of pips on Monday and Tuesday. Well, yes, it doesn't hurt, right? So 78.6 confluence, euro yen. Guys, be patient. Be patient. If you want to trade intra-week position or intraday, such as I'm showing you here, then you need to wait for big pullbacks. I don't say you cannot scalp 5 minutes, whatever, from this point, but for proper pullback, you need to have patience. So this is the level which I would watch if it goes up, okay? And you cannot say that it won't be up. You see what is happening with euro dollar, it goes up and down, up and down. So you cannot say, well, it's too low, it cannot go up. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but we need to wait. That's always important. We need to wait for a proper pullback and use the confluence, guys. 78.6 below H3, which is shorting level, triple top, historical selling here. So I think that from this point there will be another leg of selling if it goes up. If it doesn't go up, well, it will go down, maybe straight to L4, but you need to wait. Okay. Do you have any other questions, guys? Okay. I will be glad to answer you. Okay. Sir, if you expect euro further weakness as it is in downtrend, I do not understand how cable can be in uptrend and is correlated to it and will continue to be dragged down. Okay, Jen, I think that you asked the question. Yes, I will show you now. Okay, I will show you now. Dollar yen. Yes, I will also do dollar yen. So watch pound dollar chart. Do you see cup and handle uptrend? Yes. This is W, this is cup and handle, and this is uptrend, right? But look at euro dollar. Downtrend. Now pay attention to euro GBP. Down. When euro goes down and GBP is strong to resist dollar strength, euro GBP will go down. Okay, do you understand now? Euro dollar is very weak. Euro is very weak. Dollar is strong. Okay, follow me now what I'm saying. Pound is strong, dollar is also strong. So you have a pullback on pound dollar, but downtrend on euro GBP. So yes, if euro goes down, it might pull pound dollar, but look, it needs 60, 50 more pips to touch our entry zone. Okay, and pound is stronger than euro at this point. Okay, so Jan, I hope that I answered your question. Okay, great. The question dollar CAD and dollar yen. Okay, dollar CAD first. Uptrend of dollar CAD with some whipsaw range. Guys, this is range on dollar CAD. This is range. I don't want to trade it and I will not trade it. Okay, you see the range. This is called sideways movement in Forex market. This was uptrend. Okay, you just need to put a trend line. Also, the question how to identify the trend. Someone asked me today. This is also one of the ways how you can identify the trend. Use trend line, guys. What I'm teaching you, guys. Use your knowledge. Okay, trend line, uptrend. Then, guys, this is how we call it. Sideways movement. Okay, sideways movement. You have also a trend line at this place. And you see sideways movement. Okay, up, down, maybe, but I won't do anything now with dollar CAD, really. So up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, you can try to short it from this spot, buy it from this spot, and maybe that will be good, but this is range. Yes, Carolyn is saying higher highs and higher lows indicate trend. Yes, the higher highs, higher lows, uptrend, lower highs, lower lows, downtrend. Okay. So this was uptrend until the sideways movement started. Okay. You can easily identify sideways movement. See, even on 4 hour, this is sideways now. Okay. Yeah, this looks like not a flag. This looks like a rectangle. A rectangle, Kelvin. This is rectangle now at this point. Okay. Dollar yen. Someone asked me for dollar yen. Uptrend of dollar yen, V-shaped reversal. Dollar could, if it doesn't break 123.70, it could go down. So guys, pay attention to 123.55 and 123.70. It's close to resistance, dollar yen. So it might start to reverse from this region, okay? Pay attention to 123.70. Pay attention to 123.50 and 70, especially 70, okay? A V-shaped reversal on dollar yen. Okay, so pay attention. Pound yen. Okay, well, nasty pair goes down, then goes up, so it's huge. This is V-shaped reversal again. Pay attention to these levels on pound yen. Okay, 192.80 to 193. Okay, so pay attention to these levels if it spikes up. Now, guys, also pay attention to potential pullback. Okay, I will show you now. Pay attention to 180.20. Okay, pound yen if it goes down. So to the upside, 192.80 to 193. To the downside, 188.20. Okay. Pay attention, guys, to these levels. Okay, that's it. Do you have anything more to ask, guys? If you have, I will be eager to respond. Thank you for all you do for us, Mr. William Jackson, right? Thank you, William. Thank you, William. I'm trying to really, so thank you. Jen, please sir, in cable L3, which has confluence with 50p, 50 fib, and 5460 will not be there tomorrow. Let's see. Well, even on 4 hour, there is a level, and you always can have a historical level, because this level, L3, will be historical level tomorrow. Okay, so it will show in history. Okay, it will show in history, because yesterday levels are also historical. Okay, so it will show the history. So once in the history, it is always important in present, because how we call that? History repeats in Forex market. Historical buyers, sellers versus now moment buyers and sellers. Why Greece deal done but euro dollar down? BT, watch my interview with Dale Pinkert. I have posted the link here on the chat window, because Greek deal was also priced in probably, and definitely traders expected a deal, and then when some sort of deal was reached, euro dollar is back in downtrend. So basically euro dollar is following the trend with occasional whipsaws which are caused by those news, facts, and rumors. Okay, I will publish very soon an article about Greece situation, guys, and be sure to read it. I will put it on Admiral Markets website, and I will tweet it. You can retweet it, because that was my article I did, and it will be I done, I think, during this week. Why Greece did suffer all these things which are bad for the nation itself, and why once very strong nation with vast history is suffering from huge corruption and lack of money. I did the article, I explained it in the article, so guys, be sure to read it once it's published. Okay, It's not just coincidence that Greek banks now are out of the money. I gave you my view and I used some material which I had, so you will read through it, okay? Karen is saying, I heard Greece people had bonus for turning the ignition key of the car. Well, yeah, that is ironically said, but there are a lot of factors which have put the Greece in this situation. So as I always say, these are my views, my opinion, and I will publish the article. Unfortunately, it's happening. And whatever it turns out to be, it won't be easy for Greece, really. Deal, guys, or no deal, it won't be easy for the people of Greece. That is for sure, okay? So, unfortunately, corruption is spreading all over the country, and it has been spreading for a lot of time. So only honest people suffer now, and they're powerless to do anything. So you will read the article which I will publish, and you can of course give me your opinion. So guys, I don't see any further questions about pairs, about uh, targets, or I don't know, entry points. So everything is clear, I assume. So this is resistance for pound yen, this is support for pound yen. Watch it, let's see what will happen, but I hope that this week will be good and it will yield up a lot of pips. So thank you guys once more. Thank you for your kind comments. I wish you great evening. God bless you all, and I will be here with you soon, guys. Okay? Thank you, and as always, guys, cheers. Trade safe.